Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you for everything, okay? To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be found in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God. We have the Fool reversed. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. I'm being called to take the Knight of Swords upright, okay? And then we have the Six of Cups. Ooh, so with this energy here, we do have Aries energy. We have Libra, double Libra energy here. We have Gemini energy. We have Aquarius energy. We have Scorpio energy as well. With this energy here, I do see that somebody is definitely enraged, fuming, very furious, upset, mad, and angry, resentful at you that you left them behind. You left them in the past. You outgrew a situation, or you want nothing to do with a situation that is concerning them, right? You know, this person is very much in a negative state of being when it comes to you, because they feel truly that you will never return into their life again. Yeah, they see that, you know, something that you once shared with them is completely over. Okay, something that you once wanted with them is completely over. Okay, and this person, they struggling to process that and accept it for what it is. So because of that, they just channeling a lot of negative energy within themselves, and they're storing it within themselves, their heart, their mind, their spirit. Okay, it's like being in this negative energy makes them feel better about themselves and about the situation. It makes them be able to deal with the heartbreak, because genuinely, this person here, this is just them being heartbroken, and they're refusing to address it and process it and understand it for what it is, so that they can be able to heal from it. They don't want to see the situation for what it is, because, you know, and it's like that's what's preventing them from healing, because they don't want to look at things for what they are. They want the situation to turn around and become something else. They wish that you would change your mind. Yeah, this person here is in a very anxious place in their life, because like we've established, I'm seeing that you don't want anything to do with this person here. You've outgrown this situation. You have closed off this chapter with this person, and you are moving on with your life, and they don't know how to deal with that truth. They don't know how to handle that truth. Okay? This person, they're blaming themselves for how things ended or the separation. They're truly putting themselves in a predicament and a position to like they beating themselves up for this heavily, because this is a sort of ending that will never be undone. When something is so over and done with that there is nothing that can be said or done that can change that, because this is what is happening between you and this person, and that they really drowning in that truth. So in order for them to deal with it and cope, the coping mechanism is to be stuck in all that negativity towards you, being mad, upset, enraged, angry at you. Okay? That's how they dealing with this situation. We have Gemini, double Gemini energy, triple Gemini energy here. Okay? Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. This person is definitely feeling haunted and tormented by the situation, and it's like they keeping it to themselves. Okay? They like to cry about this when they're alone, or they only look at this or try to look at this in truth when they're alone, and it just breaks them every time. Like, it breaks them every time they try to see the truth of this situation, and they just resort back to the negativity, because that's where it's comfortable. They'd rather have that resentment and all the negative energy, that bitterness, than to reflect on everything and actually see it for what it is, so that they can heal from the heartbreak that they're experiencing here. This person, they sinking deeper and deeper into this energy, because they like, damn, I can't even come into this person's life and apologize. I can't even come into this person's life and act like this and that and say this and that and do this and that. It's over. It really is over, and it's hitting this person. They've tried to process it. Like, I do see they've made certain efforts, but they didn't try hard enough, because them having to try hard enough would mean that they had to really, really go there with themselves and, really address the root cause. And that's what they're trying to avoid. So they're trying to avoid the truth of everything because of the root cause of all that has to do with this situation with you. Yeah, this person feels like they missed an opportunity here. They missed out on an opportunity. They don't view it as unfinished business, because they know that it's not unfinished business. You know, it is what it is. We have double Capricorn energy. We have Virgo energy here, and we have Taurus energy as well. We also have double Aries energy. We have Sagittarius energy, and we have Leo energy here as well. So yes, beloved, you're dealing with somebody here that's truly suffering, and unable to accept what has already happened, unable to accept the truth. Okay? It's not sitting well with them at all. They're not finding any closure at all, even in the truth itself. It's just like they just are in a state of being of wondering how they're going to move on from this, because they truly feel stuck and trapped in the heartbreak of your loss or the separation or just things not working out. There is nothing that this person has been able to do, or anyone that they've been able to like be with, deal with, hang around with, that is like distracting enough for them to stop thinking about you. Like, this person thinks about you all the time, no matter who's around them or what they're doing or where they are. They've tried to distract themselves with things, people, places, habits, ways of being. They've tried to do a lot to fill the void, but the void just keeps deepening and expanding. And it's just killing this person inside each time they just reflect or try to reflect on the fact that you will never be in their life ever again. It truly, truly is something that this person doesn't know if they'll ever be able to recover from. I am seeing that it hit this person differently. Like, this situation, it hit them in a different way than they've ever been hit before. So yes, they've had situations where they've been heartbroken before, but this has really hit this person in a way that they just can't even understand, right? Like, they don't understand how they feel. They don't understand how they're thinking about this situation. It's just too much, right? All that they truly think about is you. All that they want is you. That's why you are all they think about. Regardless of whatever their reality is looking like right now, whoever is in their reality, the truth is, look at that. The Two of Cups to the Three of Swords. This person is definitely heartbroken about this situation, and it's that level of heartbreak that's so deep and hurtful that it's putting this person in a position where they they don't think they can find healing. you know like Two of Cups to the Three of Swords, they carrying this heartbreak of this connection with them, whatever the relationship you shared with them was, and everything that has to do with it, and the pain from the heartbreak, they carrying it everywhere. um and they finding it hard to stop thinking about this and just move forward, stop feeling this way and just move forward. But the only way to stop all of this pain and heartbreak over the situation is for them to address the root cause of the truth of everything. Because I do see it that this person, because they blame themselves and they putting themselves down and beating themselves up because of the situation, they feel like it's their fault, they're to blame for you no longer being in their life. Like, this person deeply is unable to move on here, and they get frustrated, angry, mad, upset, enraged, and resentful towards not just you but themselves as well, because it's also based on the fact that they know what happened, they know what they said, what they did, and it's just heavy. It's truly heavy. Pardon me. This person does not know if they'll ever receive anyone that stood in your energy again. Like, they don't know. They panic about that truth of like, will I ever attract somebody on this level, on this vibration, on this frequency again? Or even if I do, will this person make me feel the way, you know, you make them feel? And they always just in their head and their heart about this whole thing, because they know the deep impact you had in their life. However way they might have tried to hide it or they didn't hide it, either way, you deeply impacted this person. That's why everything hit differently and they're struggling so hard to let go of your energy. I do see it that this is the type of person that's quick to detach or disassociate or quick to leave things alone, leave people alone, drop this, ignore that. But when it comes to you, like you are heavily in their energy to the point where they're just carrying you with them. The memories of you, the thoughts, right? The feelings, the emotions, they're just carrying everything. And it's super heavy. It's weighing them down in a way that they can't even explain, but they are in this survival mode where they just like, I need to keep going. They know that there'll never be a reconciliation or a truce amends or anything that has to do with you and them being together again. So dwelling on it, they know it doesn't serve their highest good, but they just always find themselves doing it, just dwelling. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe this. It's just a mess. They're a mess. Okay? It's crazy that the Two of Cups to Three of Swords came out like that. Like, this person is really, really heartbroken. There is nothing that can be done or said to take away the heartbreak except them having to take and make efforts to try and heal, because God brings people in our lives and there are those that leave a deep impact, a deep rooted impact. And there are those that, we don't mind releasing them from our lives because whatever, right? Or it wasn't that deep, or it was what it was, but it didn't impact you that way, So this person, God brought you into this person's life for a reason, and they're learning the reason. They're seeing the purpose of why God brought you in their life, but it's too little too late type of energy where they missed an opportunity with you here, or they missed out on something that could have really put them in a position in their life that they've never been in, either emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. This person knows what they lost. And anyone that lose something valuable to them, they're not going to be just okay with it until they find something that can fill that void. Like an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example is, let's say you lose let's say someone is married and they lose their ring, right? They lose their ring, and obviously because of the sentiment, what it meant to them, they won't be okay until they either find it again or replace it. But either way, there's just something that will never be okay inside of them until they find this valuable thing again, or find something else to replace it in the same way. You know what I'm saying? So coming back to the generalization of this message, that was just an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. This person here, they're trying to fill the void that you left inside of them. They're trying to fill it up with people, places, things, objects, like mindsets. Like they're trying to program themselves and condition themselves to be okay with your departure, right? Be okay with the separation, be okay with this loss. They're trying to grieve and move on, and they're trying, but they're just failing. It's just, they can't do it. Back to the fact that they know what they lost. It's different if you're trying to move on from something that didn't serve you for your highest good anyway. So there's nothing to dwell on. There's nothing to, what are you missing, right? But in this instance, this is something that this person feels like they just can't replace, even if they try, because they are trying, right? All they want is a second chance with this judgment energy. All they want is a second chance to do things right again so that they can feel free from this situation, because something is really just killing them inside here. This situation here, Ten of Wands reverse. It's like they want a second chance because they know that is the only way they can heal from this. They don't want to be given the option of you need to heal and move on. You need to really look at the root cause and address your mistakes, your actions, and your words and all those things. They want the only choice and decision they have to make to be based on you and them being in each other's life again, or them having access to you again, or just you and them, you and them. That's the only outcome they're looking at. Anything else, they just don't want to do it. That's why they trying to avoid it. They want a second chance. They want to prove themselves to you. They want to be different this time. They want to show up in a way that you need this time. They want to say a different feel, say different things. They want to operate from a different mind state of being, mind frame, or mindset. But I do see here that something is completely over here. There is no reviving this situation. Something is completely over. This cycle has been closed, shut. And the panic in this person, the agony in this person, the anxiety in this person is really controlling them. That's why they're stuck in this negativity and this loop. It's comfortable there, right? Better than actually reflecting on this whole thing and addressing what's wrong. Okay? This person doesn't want to move forward. Like the Chariot to the Eight of Cups reversed, this person literally, they don't want to move forward from this. They don't want to find a way to move forward from this. They don't want that to even be a choice and a decision, beloved. Like somebody is set in that way of thinking and feeling about this whole thing. They're like, there's gotta be a way that they'll hear me out, they'll understand again, or they'll see something differently, or I'll say it differently, I'll show up differently. They want another chance, right? They know what they lost. They know it's really something that they don't make them like you. They can't just find you anywhere or make another you. Like, what? So them struggling to accept that and process that truth is enabling them to get like desperate, or in the energy of desperation, to have access to you again, to have you in their life again, to have a you and them again going on. But with all that being said, I do see that this person is hiding all of this. They're hiding it well. This sorrow that they're in, they're really hiding it well, right? This is a type of person that's really good at depicting an illusion where you would really think that they're happy, or they're at least healthy, or they're doing well, or this is this and this is that. But they're so good at displaying illusion that you, as someone looking from the outside, would believe it. But the truth of it is that this person, they're damaged inside, they're broken inside, and it's really something that they're just hiding. Look at that, the moon. Look at how it just came out the way it did. They're hiding it, yes, but you see right through it. That's why the moon came out the way it did. It's crazy. They're hiding it, yes, but you see right through all of that, beloved. You see this person, like you see it. And you know what the craziest thing about it is? Like they know you see it. It drives them crazy by the day to think like, damn, yes, I'm putting on this facade and I'm pretending and I'm acting like this, saying this, doing this. But the fact that you know the truth regardless is really, really, really doing something to this person that is really big and deep. They can't like portray an image and a false narrative and think like, oh, you're just gonna believe it. No, like this person, they're in a state of being of like, you know what? I have to take this loss, but I don't know how to. So until I figure it out, let me just try and fake it till I make it to that point of my life where I can find some form of healing. But the way in which you have deeply impacted this person's life and the role you played, whether you know it or not, you are never going to be forgotten by them. This person will never release you fully. Like they'll always have some form of attachment to you somehow, whether through memories, thoughts, emotions, feelings, and just whether through any way, anything, any shape or form of attachment, they'll always like be stuck on you here. We have the freaking hangman. This person will forever be stuck on you here. Okay? And they'll forever also beat themselves up for this. Like, this is like a for life type of energy where nothing's gonna make this person feel better about this situation. Only you can do that. And because you're not giving them your energy, you're not giving to the situation, they're trying to, think, okay, time is going to do it. Like, time, I'll feel differently. I'll feel better. I'll learn to cope. I'll have a different way of thinking, this and that and the third. But truthfully speaking, the heart wants what it wants. And when the heart says, I really want this person's love or touch, or really want to be around this person, I really want to experience this person again, no matter how much you can try to distract yourself, it will always catch up to you. So that's where this person is going to end up. No matter how much time passes, they'll forever hold on to you. They'll forever find themselves in a position where they've pretended for so long, acted for so long, that they think they're okay, until they find themselves breaking down and having a mental breakdown. Like, I'm not okay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. And they may even speak it out loud and say, I miss this person. I really want this person. I feel this and this about this person. I think this and this about this person. Or they'll just try and find other reasons as to why they're crying. But the reason will always be you, or why they're having a mental breakdown, or why they're finding themselves just overindulging in things that drown out their emotions and their thoughts. But the truth will always be that it's you, beloved, that is putting them in that state of being. It's the loss of you. Like, this person, think about it this way. In life, right, people die by passing away, and that's why they're no longer in our lives. But then there's also another form of death, right? It's not just physical death. It's like, there's a death where someone can leave your life for good, right? And you'll need to grieve and mourn that person if it was your fault that they left, or if, you are unable to let them go for whatever reason. It's the same thing as like physical death itself, where you'll never see them again. Or even if you do, you'll never see them again in a way of, oh, this is the way they used to be with me, right? You'll just see a different person. Either way, it's still death. That's not the version of them that you know. When you do someone wrong, the version of them that you knew, it dies along with what you did, what you said, however way you acted. You kill it. We produce the death. So this person here definitely feels and thinks that, it's all on them. And no matter how much time they try to give the situation, how much time they pretend and act, it's still gonna haunt them. It's still gonna damage them inside. Like, this is like, how people, someone can be at an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Take, for instance, somebody at the age of 40, right? 40, and then they've experienced something with someone in terms of a relationship, and 10 years later, let's say they were 30, and then they were in a relationship, and then it ended 10 years later. Now they're 40, and they're still hung up on that person. It happens, guys. Okay, never mind the age, right? But what that analogy, that reference point, that case study, that example should depict to you is the truth of the matter, that certain things you can't get over. There are certain people that they'll never get over certain things. It takes work within yourself, and it takes a certain level of death within yourself, where now that version of you that person activated within you, or that version of you that only that person had access to, has to die. Like, it's deep. So with this person here, this is like longevity, long life, lifelong type of thing where someone will forever be bound, or they feel binded to your energy in that way. They'll never be able to really fully release you, no matter how much they try or who they try to deal with or what they do, where they go, what they say, however way they act. You will remain. They'll carry you forever. This is like an unforgettable thing for this person. You truly deeply impacted someone here in ways you can never really understand, or you do understand, but you're still choosing what? To close the cycle, because something has to end. I do see it here, like it has to end. Something was done and said, somehow someone acted the way they did, and it's like there's no coming back from that. Really, they no. And that's what happens with life. Anyone that enters your life, you're either on the good end of karma with the situation, or bad, where you'll be left to deal with the burden of what you did to them, or they'll be left to deal with the burden of what they did to you. But either way, karma. And this person is going through it. They're going through karma, okay? I'm being called to end this message here. Thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you for joining me, okay? Um, to those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below, or you can join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.